Hey guys, it's Whitney Louise, and today I'm going to teach you how to make my apple caramel bake. So first you're going to have to preheat your oven. So you preheat your oven to 375. It's Fahrenheit. Okay, while your oven is preheating, your first step is to make this mix. So you're going to take 2 eggs. Then you're going to take milk. You take 1/4 cup of milk and pour into there. Then you're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I ran out halfway through, so it's going to look like I put 2 in there, but I really did only put in 1/2 teaspoon. Then you are going to need 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon. Then you're going to take your whisk and you are going to stir that up. It takes a little bit. The cinnamon, well, we all know cinnamon is rough and it's hard to get to mix in with liquids, so it takes me a little while, but I eventually get her mixed in there. Once you get it all mixed up, you're then just going to set the bowl aside because you're going to need the bowl, that concoction later, but not right away. So it takes me a little bit here to get this open. While it does, I just want to apologize for not making a video on Friday, but I had a super long work week. I worked over 40 hours, which I haven't done in a long time, so I was really exhausted. And then on Saturday, I had band practice all day long, and so Friday night I went to bed right away because I knew I was gonna have a really long day the next day. So sorry that I didn't throw one out for you guys, but I'm making sure to throw this one out today so that you guys at least get this one. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting up these pieces of cinnamon roll because it's going to be the base of this bake, kind of like your crust, if you will. So I'm just cutting these up into smaller pieces. And then they're going to go into the bottom of the pan. So I just kind of layer the bottom of the pan with them. No specific way you have to do it. I just layer it across so it all kind of bakes together, and then it's just one big bunch anyways. So next I need to get the caramel for the caramel apple bake, and so I'm going to take all these apples. I use 2 apples, but you can use 1. It's not a big deal. I just really like apples, and I like it really appley, so I added an extra apple in to make it a little better. And then you end up putting in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. So, and then you mix that on the stove, medium heat, for about 10 minutes it takes, but basically till it caramelizes. You know, get your tasty caramel. I know it looks like it's smoking. Something had spilled on my stove a little bit, so I promise the actual food is not smoking, just the stove had a little water or food or something that had spilled on it earlier. Once that is all nice and yummy and caramelized, you're going to want to take that off the heat. Grab your cinnamon rolls and then your wet concoction from earlier with the eggs and all that. You're going to want to evenly spread that throughout your pan first over top of your cinnamon rolls. I kind of move it around, make sure it's in there really good. Then you're going to want to take your apples, the caramelization, spread that all over the top. Like to make sure it's kind of evened out. Then you're going to take your frosting, which I opened prior, and you're just going to go over top of that and add a nice icing layer to the top. I don't always do this step just because it is a pretty sweet bake already, but I kind of feeling sugary, so. Then it should look like this. Yeah. And finally, you're gonna bake it. You're gonna bake it for 45 minutes. I bake it for 25, check it, and then another 20. Finally, it is done. You can see it's still kind of bubbling, but it looks amazing. So I'm really excited to eat it when it cools down. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, please subscribe. Thank you so much.